Hey everybody, welcome. I hope you're having a great day so far. Don't go to a reading yet because I'm going to give you a closer look at the crystals and the cards on the table. I also want to walk you through the spread that we're doing today and let you know the questions that we're asking and things like that, just so you're fully aware of what's going on before you get to your reading. It's a little dark today. There's lots of clouds outside, so the table looks a little dark and the candle looks extra bright over there, so hopefully it looks okay. Otherwise, let me tell you what's going on today. Have started getting a little anxious, a little stressed about some things that are upcoming for me in the coming weeks. And whenever I feel that way, I like to remind myself with a spread like this that with all of the negative, there is positive. When things that are stressing you out, there's always things that will give you some relief. Everything is always in balance, and you just have to remind yourself that and maybe take a look and try to see what you can be grateful for, what the blessings are that are coming. So that's what we're going to do today. I hope that this reading will give you some optimism, will give you some hope. If it's a situation like me where you maybe have some scary things coming in the next weeks, you can also balance that out by reminding yourself that there will be some good things coming as well. So the spread that we're doing today, the first card will tell us what blessing is coming. The second card will tell us what you'll need to release to receive the blessing. So, like I said earlier, everything in the universe is in balance, right? In order to receive something new, you always have to release something old. So we'll figure out what that is so you can make space for this new blessing. Third card is how to attract the blessing. So maybe there's some kind of an attitude that you need to adopt or an action step that you need to take in order to have this blessing come into your life. So we'll figure that out if that's the case. The fourth card is something you already have that you should be grateful for. Law of attraction, things like that. You want to make sure that you're practicing gratitude, and sometimes showing gratitude for the things that you already have creates that positive energy, that positive space for new blessings to come in. So we'll figure out something that you should be grateful for. And then the fifth card is a fun card because that's just signs that the blessing is coming. So I'll pull a tarot card for that, and that will tell us a little bit about like an event or a feeling or a situation that might serve as a sign that the blessing is coming. But I'll also pull an oracle card from the Flower Oracle. This is a new deck for me, and I'm really loving it. So I'll pull a card there. So this could be like a flower that you might see that will serve as a sign, but it could also be an animal or maybe like a type of person because there's a few different things in this deck. It's not just flowers. So, and then I will pull charms. So the charms I like to use is more physical signs because the charms are like animals or objects or even like celestial symbols, right? There's like stars and moons and suns in there. So I'll pull charms so you'll have some physical signs that you can look out for as well. So hopefully you'll be super prepared when this blessing comes into your life. You'll know that it's coming. The deck that I'm using for the reading is Dream Visions Tarot. I love this deck. I have a lot of other readings with this deck on the channel. I'll link one if you just want to see more of the cards. It's got a really good vibe. And then the cards on the table right now are from the Angel Number Oracle. So maybe you've been seeing these angel numbers, or maybe one of these numbers or the words on the bottom is resonating for you. So let me give you a closer look. Our first crystal is obsidian. 413 synergy, which is things like working together, working really well together, anything like that. Next we have a green opal. Whoa, spherical. 999, release. Opalite. The opalite always looks really cool on the camera. 2134, achievement. Oops. Carnelian. 1111, make a wish. Classic angel number. Very popular angel number. And then this is a geode. I don't actually know what kind of geode this is, so if you know Please let me know in the comments. I would love to know what kind of geode this is. It's a mystery to me. I had this was like a keychain that was given to me, and then the keychain broke. You can kind of see the inside sparkling a little bit. Anyways, and then the card for that reading is 303, Forgive. Okay, hopefully one of the readings is calling out to you. If it's not yet, feel free to pause the video, leave the image on the screen, get into a clear-headed meditative state, take 3 deep breaths, do some grounding, anything like that, and then maybe one of the readings will start to call out to you. And then when you're ready, you can go to your reading. I hope you enjoy it. This should be very uplifting and positive. I'm looking forward to some of that energy, and I hope you are too. Hello and welcome to the first reading. You can see on the left the obsidian, and the angel number oracle card for this reading was 413, Sinistry. I hope you are ready to see what blessing is in store for you. Take what resonates here and leave the rest. So let's start with what blessing is coming. 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so there's going to be more balance coming into your life. If you've been feeling really overwhelmed with work, money, family, feeling like you've been juggling a lot, you are going to receive some kind of balance. Let's take a look at the other cards, see if we can get more information about this. The second card is something that you need to release in order to receive the blessing, because you have to make room for new things that are coming into your life. So let's take a look. 2 of Wands. Okay, so maybe you've been feeling a little restless. You've been wanting, this card is like about a new path opening up and departure. So if you've been wanting to leave, you've been wanting to take this new path, you've been feeling kind of restless and like eager for it to come, let go of that feeling. Let go of the restlessness. Let go of trying to force the new opportunity to come, the new path to open up. Let go of that. Let's take a look at how to attract this blessing. And I think maybe we'll get some more information about this. Okay, yeah, definitely got some more information about this. So instead of trying to force it, maybe wanting to leave the situation, force this new path, instead, be excited, be optimistic, have faith that this new path is going to present itself. I do think that it will present itself. Perhaps it's related to this balance that you're going to be receiving. Have faith that it's going to come. Be ready for it to come, because things will move quickly, but have a lot of excitement and optimism. Follow your intuition and be ready for it when it comes. It's going to come. You don't have to force it. Okay, let's take a look at something you already have that you should be grateful for, just because it's good to get into that space of gratitude, especially when receiving blessings. Okay, so the 6 of Cups. This is about having good memories of the past. So if you have happy memories of your childhood, or happy memories in general of when, you were more youthful, reflect on those. Reflect on the good times. Be grateful that you had those experiences, especially if some kind of a new path is going to open up for you. Be grateful for the things that have happened in the past and spend some time reflecting on those, and you'll be ready for this new opportunity that looks like it's coming. Let's take a look at signs that the blessing is coming. Judgment. Okay, that's big energy. So you are definitely going to feel like old patterns of behavior have to stop, and you have to start acting a new way. Judgment is like reviewing, which is funny because that's what this is, reviewing everything in your life and figuring out where you want to go, what you want to do. If you're happy with the path that you've taken, interesting considering that this wants you to kind of start prepping for this energy by looking at the happy times and the happy memories. So change will definitely start happening when the blessing is coming. You'll feel a little bit more renewed, maybe more awakened, more in touch spiritually. Let me take a look. We're going to pull a flower oracle card just to get another sign for you to look out for. I'll just shuffle this here. If you have an idea of what this blessing might be, maybe you've been manifesting it or just working towards a goal in general, let me know in the comments. I would love to know if you have an idea of what this might be. I'm just going to shuffle these until one flies out. That's what I usually do. But if it takes a little too long, I don't want to make you wait too long for your sign. So I will pull a card if it takes forever. Okay, that was close, but nothing came out. There we go. Oh, it's on the floor. Okay, so you didn't receive a flower. You actually got the Botanist, Understanding Partnership Conservation. Partnership, super interesting considering this Two of Pentacles, because two can sometimes indicate partnership. But so take a look at the imagery in this card. Maybe you'll receive a bouquet of flowers. I see a hummingbird up there. Maybe you'll see a hummingbird. Or maybe you really enjoy one of the flowers here. Maybe one of these flowers in the image sticks out to you. So that's a sign for you that the blessing is coming. Let me pull 2 charms so we can get more physical signs. I just pluck these out of the bag. I kind of let the universe decide here. Okay, so you have a mirror. Put it down there. You get one more. Oh, lovebird. So 2 birds and a heart. Again, that 2 with all of the 2 of Pentacles there. All right. So I hope that you have a renewed sense of hope and optimism and excitement from this reading. I enjoy doing readings like this, especially when I'm feeling a little down about things that are coming for me in the future. Let me know in the comments if this resonated and if you have an idea of what this blessing might be, if you've been manifesting it. And leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm a new channel and that really helps me out. Thank you for spending some time with me today, and I hope you'll join me again in a future video. Hi everybody, welcome to reading number 2. You can see on the left the green opal and the oracle card is 999, release. Maybe you've been seeing that number, or maybe we're drawn to that concept of release. I hope you're ready to learn about your blessing. We're going to get a lot of information on it, and I'll walk you through as we explore the cards together. Take what resonates here and leave the rest. You can see the flower oracle I have over here. We're going to pull for additional signs that your blessing is coming, and I'll pull 2 charms as well. But let's get into it. We're going to start with what blessing is actually coming for you. Ooh, the World. Okay. So a chapter is going to be closing for you. That is going to be the blessing. This chapter in your life closing and moving into a new chapter, a new one opening. The World is the end of a very long journey, but it culminates with a lot of self-realization, a lot of lessons learned, and you're ready to take those lessons and move it into the next chapter of your life. So if you've been waiting for a chapter of your life to close, maybe you've been going through a difficult time, that is coming. The close, the end is coming. Let's take a look at something that you need to release, because with anything in life, you have to make room in order for a new blessing to come in. 9 of Swords. Okay. So if you're experiencing anxiety, if you're overthinking, if you're really unhappy, if you're afraid, if you hold on to a lot of regrets, all of those things need to be released in order for this blessing to come in. You can see in the card that the swords are pointing at the sun that's inside of this person's mind. You do have a lot of great things inside of you, but these negative feelings, the fear, the regrets, the overthinking, all of those things are preventing you from letting your light shine. Let's take a look at how you can attract the blessing. Oh, 5 of Wands. That's interesting energy. I think this means that you should be ready to stick up for yourself. You might have to fight for what you believe in, or fight for, the blessing. You might have to really fight to get to the end of this chapter or to start the new one. Be ready to stick up for yourself and be ready to fight. Other people might not agree with what you're doing. You might face a lot of, negativity from other people. Don't let that get to you. Keep fighting for yourself. You're worth it. So keep going. let's take a look at something that you already have that you should be grateful for. Again, kind of like that law of attraction, you know, you want to be in the energy of gratitude, and that will help attract good things into your life. So let's take a look at something that you already have that you should be grateful for. 10 of Cups. Okay, you might have already in the past accomplished a lot emotionally. You've grown a lot. Maybe you received this big blessing already in the past, and reflect on that. Be grateful for that. It could be just that you also have a very pleasant home. You live in a great place. It could be the physical home, or it could be the people around you, friends, family. Maybe there's a lot of love there. Reflect on that and be grateful for that. Let's take a look at signs that the blessing is coming. Oh, the Hierophant. Okay. So when the blessing is coming, I think you're going to feel like you're unlocking a lot of knowledge. This could be spiritual knowledge. It could be just a greater understanding of yourself. You're going to have learned a lot. And I think that makes sense considering, you know, if this chapter is closing, you're going to feel like you have gotten everything that you needed to get out of this chapter of your life. Maybe even a mentor or a guide will come into your life, and that is right before this chapter is going to close. Or alternatively, you might be a mentor or a guide to somebody else, and that will signal that this chapter is closing. Let's pull a flower oracle card. If you know, I usually just shuffle until these fly out, but if it takes too long, I'll pull one. But you can see this is how I do it. So if you know what this situation is, or if you've been manifesting or working towards this, let me know in the comments. I'm super curious. I wish you all the best. Let me keep, if this takes too long, I'll just pull a card. Let's see what we get. So there's flowers in here, but there's also pollinators and people that work with flowers. So let's see what your sign will be. All right, let me pull one. Lotus, divinity, immortality, overcoming. That message of overcoming really makes sense with this chapter closing. Maybe you'll see a lotus flower, but take a look at everything else that's in the image. Any of these might serve as a sign for you. I'm also going to pull 2 charms, which will give us some more physical signs for you to watch out for. Let's see what we get. Okay, an anchor. Oh, that one flew out. And that's a star. It'll focus. There we go. A star for you. Okay. I hope that this reading resonated, and I hope it brings you some optimism, some excitement, and just I hope it made you feel better in general about the future. Gives you something to look forward to. Again, let me know in the comments if you know what this blessing might be, if you've been working towards this for a while, or if you have an idea, let me know in the comments. I wish you the best. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for spending some time with me today, and I hope you'll join me again in a future video. Hello and welcome to reading number 3. I hope you are ready to learn about the blessing that is coming for you. Hopefully this reading gives you some hope, some optimism, some excitement. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to start with what's the blessing that's coming? The Magician. Okay. So there is a new opportunity coming for you. This will be a new journey, the start of something new. If you've been manifesting something, your manifestation will be the blessing. Your manifestation will be realized. With this card, though, you have to be ready for action. So it may not be super obvious that the blessing is here because a door will open for you and you have to walk through it. That's more the energy of the Magician. You have to take an opportunity and create it into what you want it to be. Let's take a look at something that you need to release. And that's just because whenever something new is coming into our lives, you have to make room for it by releasing something. Let's see what that is for you. Four of Cups. Okay, if you feel any regret, any remorse, if you've been stuck in fantasy, daydreaming, dwelling on things that might have gone wrong, maybe trapped in some nostalgia, thinking about things that were better in the past, you need to release that energy. I think it's because you have to be grounded in the present moment in order to realize this opportunity. And if you're stuck in your own head, you might not see it. So let's take a look at what you can do to attract this blessing. Justice. Okay. Have balance in your life, whatever that means to you. Maintain balance in your life. Stick with logic and reason. Don't get too emotional. And I think that's because you have to release a lot. This is an emotion card. You have to release these emotions. But again, you have to be on your game in order to take advantage of this situation. And being more logic-based and reason-based will help you with that. Also understand that the universe maintains balance in everything. So if you feel like something has gone wrong in the past, maybe that's what you're dwelling on, the universe restores balance. So let's see something that you should be grateful for, because getting into that energy of gratitude does help attract, good things into your life. So let's take a look. This is something you already have that you should be grateful for. Oh, Five of Wands. Okay. So if there was some kind of a disagreement or an argument, maybe a situation where you had to stick up for yourself, fight for yourself, be grateful for that. If you showed up and fought for yourself, be proud of yourself, be grateful. If a lot of people were disagreeing and, disagreeing with you, saying that they, don't agree with what you're doing or how you're living your life, be grateful for that, because you got to see true colors and what people were really thinking. And that really does align with these two cards. If you've been dwelling on this and you've been feeling some regret or some remorse about it, let it go. You should actually be grateful for this because it's led you to where you are now. And remember that the universe restores balance. So if you were wronged in this situation, the universe will take care of it. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Let's see a sign that the blessing is going to come. I'm also going to pull a flower oracle card here as another sign for you, and then 2 charms as additional signs. So you should be armed and ready to accept this blessing. Oh wow, the 10 of Cups, double blessings for you. So you're going to receive another blessing right before this blessing comes. It could be related to home, family, friends, love. Something is going to go beautifully well. Life will be harmonious, things like that. So you'll receive this blessing before this blessing comes. Let's pull a flower card. Let me know while I shuffle. I just shuffle and wait for one to fly out. But if it takes too long, then I'll just pull a card. But while I'm doing this, let me know in the comments if you know what this blessing is. Perhaps you've been manifesting it. I'm curious. I wish you the best with this. Let me see. Perhaps this is, oh, okay. One flipped itself over. We have a Dahlia. Discernment, boldness, inner strength. The message here makes sense considering that you might have been in a situation where you had to fight for yourself, and you might have to be bold in order to take this opportunity. Maybe you'll see this flower. Take a close look at the image. Something else might pop out to you in there. Let me pull the charms. This will give us 2 other things to keep an eye out for. Ooh, seashells. Okay, that's your first. And a spider. Sorry if you're afraid of bugs, but if you see a spider, it's a good sign. Spiders can sometimes mean that you're protected. Okay. All right. I hope you enjoyed the reading and it gave you some hope and some optimism, and I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comments what's going on here if you've been manifesting this situation. Otherwise, thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and I hope you'll join me again in a future video. Welcome to reading number 4. I hope you're ready to learn what blessing is coming for you. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to start with the blessing that you will be receiving. Justice. Okay. Balance is going to be restored. The truth will be revealed. If you've been wronged, then that situation is going to be resolved, and the universe will take care of putting things back in balance. Hopefully that's resonating for you. I am tempted to pull another card, but I'm not going to. I feel like I shouldn't, because you should know what this situation is. Like, I don't know what this means to you, but hopefully this means something to you. And sometimes pulling an extra card just so I can understand better might muddy the meaning for you. So I'm going to leave it. Anyways, that's my stream of consciousness there. Let's take a look at something that you need to release, because whenever you are receiving something new in life, there has to be room for it. You need to make room by releasing something. Let's take a look at what it is. Queen of Cups. Okay. This could be, so if this is meaning you, it would mean that if you are a little too stuck in your imagination, a little too stuck in fantasy, a little too emotional, a little too kind to other people, kind to the point where other people take advantage of that kindness. They don't deserve your kindness. You got to let that energy go. Let me pull the other card about what you should do to attract the blessing, because that might help me understand a little bit more here. Let's take a look. Okay. I was going to suggest that this might be somebody in your life. I guess it still could be. This could be somebody else in your life. Feminine energy, all of those things that I described would apply to this other person, maybe a water sign. But I think this is more so you, and you should instead move into Emperor energy, which is more masculine. So move into that masculine, disciplined energy. Have boundaries with other people. The Queen of Cups struggles with boundaries with other people because she just is too kind and too caring for other people. But you need to have more boundaries. You need to be more protective of yourself and protective of the other people in your life. And that will start to welcome this blessing. It makes sense, that, balance will be restored. If this energy, this masculine, feminine energy for you is out of balance, trying to get it more into balance might restore balance in other areas of your life. Hopefully that made sense. Okay, let's take a look at something that you should be grateful for, because getting into that place of gratitude does help attract new things into your life. So let's take a look. Six of Swords. Okay, so if you have been in this turbulent period, I think you maybe have had a moment in life that's similar to this, where there was a lot of turbulence, but you got through it. It was smooth sailing afterwards, and all it took was maybe taking a risk, changing something. And the Six of Swords is about being protected. Things are going to be okay. So if you do feel protected, and that, you're on this journey and feel comfortable taking a risk, be grateful for that. And also reflect on this past moment. If you've had a past moment like this where you had a lot of turbulence, be grateful for that, because it looks like something similar might play out here. Let's take a look at signs that the blessing is coming. So you might experience this before the blessing manifests. Ten of Swords. Okay. Things might get a little worse before they get better, but don't let that make you afraid. Remember, you are protected. Things are going to be okay. So if things feel like you're hitting rock bottom, things are horrible, that just means that the only place to go is up, and you will go up. Things will get better from there. So don't let that freak you out. The blessing is still coming, even if it looks like things are getting worse before they get better. I'm going to pull a flower oracle card here that will give you another sign to look for. I just shuffle like this until a card flies out, but if it takes too long, I don't want to make you wait, so I'll pull a card. And while I do this, let me know in the comments what this situation is. If you've been maybe manifesting something like this, or working towards this, let me know if you have an idea of what this might be. Oh, there we go. Perfumer. Interesting. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Evocation, inspiration, aura. So something to do with perfume might be a sign. I mean, and also anything in the image. I mean, take a look at the image and see, because you might see one of these things, but something to do with perfume, I think. Interesting. Let me know if that means anything to you already. I am curious. I'm going to pull 2 charms that will give us some extra physical signs for you to look out for. Okay, we have a locket. Oh, and a pig. Interesting. A little pig charm. Okay. I hope that this reading resonated for you, and I hope you are feeling a little more optimistic, a little more excited about what's in store in the future. Let me know what resonated here for you, what's going on. I wish you the best, and thank you for spending some time with me today. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm a new channel that really helps me out, and I hope you'll join me again in a future video. Welcome to reading number 5. You can see on the left the geode. Again, I don't know what kind of a geode this is. If you know what this is, I'm going to show it again. If you know what this is, let me know in the comments. I have no idea. So let me know. I would be super appreciative. And the card is 303, Forgive. I hope you're ready to see what blessing is coming into your life. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's take a look at the first card, which is what blessing is coming. Page of Pentacles. Okay. Court cards can be tricky, so you'll have to decide for yourself if this is an energy that you will be stepping into, or if this is an outside person coming into your life. This outside person could be the blessing, or the blessing could be stepping into this identity, this parts of yourself. So the Page of Pentacles is a good student, plans carefully, enjoys divination. So you're here at a tarot reading, so maybe it's you, but they can also be a little stubborn. So Page of Pentacles is also a feminine energy, earth related, so earth signs. Again, that doesn't just have to be sun sign. It could be sun, moon, rising, any prominent placements. So you'll have to decide for yourself what's resonating here. If it's stepping into this identity, these parts of yourself, or if it's a person. So another person, an outside person. Let's take a look at energy that you need to release in order to receive the blessing. As with anything in life, you have to make room for new things. So let's take a look at what you need to release. 5 of Swords. This resonates for me with this Forgive card. Perhaps there was an argument that you're really hung up on, some anxiety over the argument. You feel really defeated. It was really difficult for you, and you maybe are dwelling in it. It's time to release it. I think it's over. And let's take a look at what energy you can step into instead to attract this blessing. 4 of Swords. Okay, that makes sense as well. Instead of dwelling in this argument, feeling really defeated, really anxious, you instead should focus on recovery, rest, making some peace for yourself. The 4 of Swords is about keeping to yourself and, focusing on your healing. And that would be a good energy for you to step into in order to bring this into your life. I could see that this might be about you and you stepping into this after you go through this healing process. So let's take a look at something that you should be grateful for that you already have in your life. That energy of gratitude, law of attraction and things like that. Showing gratitude just really puts you into a good energy, a good headspace. It's important to not just, want things all the time. It's important to be grateful for what you already have as well. Queen of Wands. Okay, again, this could be your energy or this could be an outside person. If it's an outside person, this is maybe a fire sign, or maybe you also have fire placements as well. This person is passionate, optimistic, assertive, and maybe has a little bit of a temper, but This could be parts of yourself that, you should be grateful for, that have helped you a lot. Or this could be an outside person that you should be grateful for. Maybe they're helping you through this situation. Maybe they've given you advice. Maybe they're serving as like a role model. Be grateful for this energy. Let's take a look at signs that the blessing is coming. So I'll turn this card over, but I'm also going to pull a flower oracle card. So this will give you, maybe a flower that you'll see, or this also has other things in there. So we'll see what we get. And then I'll pull 2 charms to have 2 extra physical signs. You should be armed and ready for this blessing because you'll have tons of signs that it's coming. Let's take a look. Oh, Knight of Swords. Okay. Again, this could be your energy, or this could be another person. Knight of Swords would be an air sign. This is like swift change happening. So things might start changing quickly. You might receive a message or some kind of communication. Maybe you'll feel like your thoughts are rushing. You're thinking really fast. This could also be a person that might come into your life and start to trigger this change in this blessing. But it also just might be your energy. You might notice these changes in yourself right before this blessing manifests. Okay, let me pull a card here. Let me know what's resonating for you in this reading in the comments. If you've been, working on something, manifesting something on your own, trying to achieve a goal, maybe this, blessing is related to that, let me know. I just shuffle these until one flies out. But if it takes too long, I'll just pull a card because I don't want to make you wait forever. Let's see what we get. I've been loving this deck. I think it's really beautiful. And flowers hold so much meaning and symbolism. Okay, I think it might be time for me to pull. I'm gonna make you wait. Oh, this 2 fell out. I'm going to take the one on the top. Poet. Composition, imagination, play. So it could be a poem. Maybe you'll see a skull. I see some moths there, trees. That might serve as a sign for you that this blessing is manifesting. I don't know. It kind of makes sense with this, like that this might be a message or communication. Maybe it'll be a poem. Let's take a look. Let me pull 2 extra signs. If you do receive a poem from somebody, you have to let me know because that would blow my mind. I would be dying to know. You'll have to come back here and tell me. All right. First, a paw print. This looks like a dog's paw. So maybe a dog, maybe a paw print. Let me pull one more. Make it a good one. Let me see here. Oh, graduation cap. I feel like a bunch of graduations already, well, in the diploma there. I don't know. Maybe that means something to you. Let me know. Okay. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Let me know in the comments what resonated or if you've been manifesting something. What are your thoughts on this? I'm dying to know. Otherwise, thank you for spending some time with me today. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm a new channel and that really helps me out. Otherwise, I hope that you'll join me again in a future video.